and welcome to this class with me today, Melissa. So we are going to focus on the lower part of the body for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And for this class today, we will need our foam roller, not for the whole class, but for a part of it. So have it very close to you because we will need it very soon. Right, so now if you are dealing with any kind of injury or pain, take care of yourself. If I can help you later on after the class, please ask any question. I will be very pleased to help you. And if you feel during the class that something is not right for you or you are in pain here and there, this as well, you do what's best for you. If you want to stop, you stop and wait for the next exercise, or just ask me after the class any question. All right, so we are going to start lying on our back with the feet and knees hip width apart. Okay, so just a quick warm up. I hope you can hear me well. Right, with the knees to tabletop for our knee circles. So feet are soft and relaxed. Shoulders are soft and relaxed, and everything is long and aligned. Right, as we exhale, we're going to pull those knees to the chest, circle them around, and push them away. 2 more times. So pull the knees to the chest as you exhale, tailbone coming off the floor, and circle your knees out, and push the knees away. 1 more time this way, and exhale. And open the knees and push those knees away and exhale to pull them back to you. And now we push them away and we exhale to bring the knees back. So we don't want any tension in the neck or the shoulders. We're working with the abdominals and the back muscles. And exhale, pull those knees to you again and push them away. And 1 more time, exhale, pull the knees to you, tailbone lifting off the floor, belly button going down towards the spine. Great. Both feet on the ground, press your arms down slightly wider than your hips and bring your right leg over the left. Perfect. From here, as you inhale, roll your knees to your left. We might hear a few crackings here. In the spine, that is. My floor as well is participating. Try to keep the shoulder blades down and flat on the ground. And as you exhale, use your abdominals to bring the legs back and roll your knees to your right. We are still keeping the shoulder blades down on the ground, and exhale, we bring those knees back. And we inhale to the left. And we exhale, we bring those knees back. And we inhale to the right. And exhale, bringing those knees back. Bring your right arm over your head. Roll your knees to your left for a greater stretch. Nice, right? Exhale, bring the knees back. Bring the right arm back, and now lift your left arm up, and bring the knees to your right. And exhale, bring both legs back and bring your left arm back. Right, let's switch to the other side. Left leg over the right. Great, let's inhale and roll those knees to the right. Shoulder blades are down, no tension in the shoulders. The aim is not to touch the floor, the aim is to stretch that left side. So we don't want to have any funny business going on in the neck and the shoulders. And exhale, we come back to center and we roll those knees to the left as we inhale. And we exhale to bring the knees back. Allez, let's do 2 more on each side. Roll the knees to the right. And exhale. Bring the knees back to center and inhale, roll your knees to your left. And inhale, coming back to center. Now, as we inhale to roll the knees to the right. We bring the left arm overhead. Nice and long stretch. And exhale to come back. Bring your left arm back. Lift your right arm up. And roll your knees to your left. And exhale, bring those knees back and bring the right arm back. Fabulous. I believe that we are quite warmed up now. A little bit. Great. So we're going to grab our foam roller, whether it is 90 centimeters or 45 centimeters. It doesn't really matter. They are both good for that exercise. Okay, so we're going to start our series of pelvic curls. Feet on the foam roller, lying on the floor. Good, everything is long. The feet are going to press into that foam roller. So we use the same technique as when we do the pelvic curl on the floor. So feet are pushing down. Heels are connected to the sit bones as if you're trying to squeeze something between your heels and your sit bones, but no gripping in your hips. Right, press your arms down. Good, as we exhale, hip bones to the belly button, start to tilt your pelvis, push your lower back into the floor and articulate that spine up without letting the foam roller roll away from you. Good, we inhale once we are up and we exhale, we bring that breastbone down, vertebrae after vertebrae, we're still keeping that connection between the heels and the sit bones and bring the pelvis fully down. Great, let's do 2 more like that. And exhale, hip bones to the belly button and articulate the spine up, up, up. Good, inhale once the pelvis is up. We don't want to push the rib cage like so. We want to keep a soft and relaxed rib cage. The arms are working very hard. And as we exhale, breastbone going down. And we keep the tailbone for the very, very, very last movement. Good, and again, hip bones to the belly button, imprinting that lower back into the ground and lifting that spine all the way up. Once we are up, we inhale, and as we exhale, we roll that spine down. My hamstrings are starting to scream. Great, and guess what? We are not done here. Let's bring the arms up to the ceiling. So hands are right over the shoulders. So we don't want them to be too high or too low, but just right over the shoulders. The feet are still pushing into that foam roller. Good, and now let's do another set of pelvic curls with the arms up to the ceiling. So hip bones to the belly button as we exhale. We don't want to let that foam roller slip away. Inhale once the pelvis is up and exhale, roll that spine down, down and down and bring the pelvis back. And again, exhale, hip bones to the belly button, imprinting that lower back and lifting that pelvis and that spine, vertebrae after vertebrae. Inhale once you are up and exhale, roll that spine down from the breastbone, long, 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 descent to the tailbone. Ali, let's do that 2 more times. There is a little surprise as well. And exhale, hip bones to the belly button and lift that pelvis up. Deep inhale once you are up. And exhale, roll that spine down, 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 down. And let's do that 1 more time. Good, hip bones to the belly button and let's roll that spine up. My legs are starting to shake and bring the arms overhead. Don't run away from your feet, shoulders are away from your ears, and let's roll that spine down. I know it's starting to get a bit difficult. Great, and let's bring those arms back up to the ceiling. This time, the palms are facing the front. Good, let's do 2 more. Hip bones to the belly button. The arms are not floppy, they are reaching up to the ceiling, but the shoulders are down. And as you inhale, bring your arms over your head and roll that spine down, vertebrae after vertebrae. Fabulous, and bring those arms back up. Good, and let's do that one more time. And again, hip bones to the belly button, imprinting that lower back into the mat, lifting that pelvis up, inhaling as you bring your arms overhead. Good, and let's roll that spine, long fingers. We want to create a long line from the fingers to the tailbone. Great, and let's bring those arms back down. Now, we're going to get into a high frog. So to do that, we're going to bring the feet together. We are still on the foam roller, the foam is still the same. And now we're going to let the knees open to the sides. Right, so we're not letting them drop down like so. We are opening them with control and dignity, right? Okay, so from here we press the arms down, hip bones to the belly button, and now we're going to lift the pelvis up without letting the foam roller run away. And we articulate the spine down, down and down. Allez, let's do a few more. And again, hip bones to the belly button, and let's lift that pelvis up and hold. And let's roll that spine down, down and down. Well, I said it was a lower body class today, so here we go, we have a lower body class. Allez, let's do 4 more. Hip bones to the belly button, and let's lift that pelvis up. Good, and let's exhale and curl that spine down. Oh my God, my poor legs. Allez, 3 more. Hip bones to the belly button, and let's lift that spine up, pressing the arms down. The arms are supporting you, and let's roll that spine down, down and down. Allez, we have 2 more times to do. And again, hip bones to the belly button, and let's lift that pelvis up. Good, and let's exhale and roll that spine down. Good, and the last one, which comes with a little surprise. I love surprises, especially for my clients, I love it. Hip bones to the belly button, and let's roll that spine up. And let's stay, and now we're going to pulse. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's roll that spine down. Whoo! That was something. Great. Let's push that foam roller away. And now let's get on our sides. Good. So here you can have either your, I am lying on my right side, so you can have your right arm bent or extended. I prefer to have my arm, the one that goes under my head, extended. Good, so we want to create a long line from your fingers, your head, shoulders, pelvis and feet in one straight line. So we don't want that right waist to drop down on the floor like so. You see how my left hip is coming towards my shoulder, so we don't want that. We want to push that hip away and have a little gap under the right side. Right, perfect, and let's get into our climb. Now, for this one, you can actually, let's make it harder. Take some resistance band. Good, and let's do it with some resistance. Right, I'm going to take a red one because the series is quite long. So we are going to put the resistance band around the knees like so. So same setup, feet, pelvis, shoulders and head in one straight line. And your arm under your head. Remember the little gap under the right waist, heels are squeezed together. Good, and we open that left knee up without opening the pelvis to the back, and exhale slowly. Bring your left knee back. So this exercise, you don't have to do it with a resistance band. It's just an option, and if you want to do it without any props, without any resistance, that's also possible. Good, let's open that knee up and control the way back. Let's do 3 more like so, and open. So as you reach your opening limit, you want to push that knee a little higher without opening your left hip to the back, and slowly bring that knee back, and again open and close. Abdominals are working and keeping your pelvis very stable, and we open and we close. We're going to do 1 more here. Open, keep that knee up, and let's do 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and slowly close. Perfect. Now we're going to reverse that. So the knees are staying together, and we open the foot up. So here we don't want that left hip to rotate down to the floor. We want it to stay very still. Good. So it's an inward rotation, and we bring that left foot back, and we open. The knees are staying together. Good, and again 3, and come back, and 4, and come back, and 5, and come back, and 6, and we stay. And now we're going to open that leg up, so your foot is still reaching up to the ceiling, and the leg is still in an inward rotation, and we bring the knees back. We keep the foot open, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep that rotation into the hip. 5, and 6, and 7, and that's 1 too much. Good, let's bring that knee down, and let's bring the feet together. Right, so now we're going to get into our knee circles. So we open the leg into the hydrant, we bring the leg to the chest, and my resistance band is rolling off. We bring the knee to the chest, we open that leg to the back, and we bring the knee back to the chest, and we open. Okay, my resistance band is going to become a belt very soon. And we bring the knee to the chest, and we open that knee to the back. My leggings are very slippery. And we open that knee up to the ceiling, send it to the back, and bring the knee back to the chest. And now we're going to reverse the movement. So knee to the back, open the knee up to the ceiling, and bring the knee back to the chest. Right waist is still intact and not touching the floor. Good, and let's bring that knee to the back, open it up to the ceiling, and bring that knee to the chest again. Right, I'm going to hold that resistance band so it can assist me. Good, to the chest, sending the knee to the back, and lift the knee up to the ceiling and bring it back to your chest. And one last time, to the back, open it up to the ceiling and bring the knee back to the chest. Perfect. Let's do the other side. Right, funny little resistance band. Okay, so same position. left arm under the head, straight or bent, up to you. Feet, pelvis, shoulders and head in one straight line, and we don't want to let that left waist drop down. Good, and let's go for our climb. So heels together, belly button in, and we open that knee up without letting the right pelvis rotate to the back. Good, shoulders are soft and relaxed. Shoulders are away from your ears. We don't want to create any unnecessary tension in the shoulders. Good, 3 more times. And close. And 2 more times. And close. And the last one. We keep that knee up and we pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we close. Keeping the knee together, getting into our inward rotation, we lift the right foot up to the ceiling and we try not to rotate the hip forward, and we close. And 2, and we close. And 3, and we close. And 4, and we close. And 5, and we close. And 6, and we hold that foot up to the ceiling and we open and close. And 2, so when you bring your knee back, it goes back to the other one, to the other knee, and lift. Keep the rotation. You can place your hand on your hip if that helps, and close. And again. Good, and let's do 2 more or 1 more. Good, and 1 more time, just because it's nice. And we close. Perfect. Feet together. And now we're going to lift that right knee up. I'm going to hold my resistance band. We know what's going to happen here. Good, we pull that knee to the chest, we open it up to the ceiling, and we roll it to the back. Good, and again, to the chest. Left waist is staying very neutral. We don't want it to drop down. We open that knee up to the ceiling, and we bring the knee back to the chest. Allez, let's do 1 more, and up, up, up. And bring the knee back to the chest, and now let's reverse, and to the back. Bring the knee up, and to the chest. You don't know how much control I am putting into that movement because of a resistance band. Good, and let's move the knee to the back, open the knee up, and bring the knee back to your chest. Great, and let's release. Now we're going to go back to our right side. So no more resistance band if you are using one. Good, so here we are going to have the right knee bent into a 90-degree angle. Right waist is off the floor, as you know, and the left leg, so the foot is quite relaxed. If you want to point the toes and if it doesn't give you any cramp, just do that, but the leg wants to lengthen, but the foot is soft and relaxed, so you want to lengthen that leg from your hip joint. The right leg is the anchor and it's grounding you to the ground, to the floor, to the ground, yes. Good, so from here we're going to lift that left leg up and we're going to bring it down, lengthening it from the hip joint and touching the ground, and lift and touch, and again we lift and we touch and we lift and we touch down. Let's do 3 more. Lift and down. Keep the right waist intact so it doesn't want to touch the ground. Good, and on the next one we're going to bring the leg slightly higher than your hip and we're going to kick and lengthen the leg to the back. So try to avoid bringing your upper body forward. So we want that upper body to stay very still. Everything is lengthening away from your hip joint. We don't want to bend the knee as well. And we bring that leg to the front. And again, lengthen it to the back. Good. And to the front. And to the back. And to the front. The leg is staying slightly higher than your hip. Good. And to the front. And to the back. And now we're going to do our circle. So leg to the front. Lift it up to the ceiling. Send it to the back. And bring it back to the front. And up. Watch the right waist. Good. And free. Long, long, long leg. Good. And 4. Yes, and 5. Long leg. And number 6. Fabulous. And now let's reverse it. So we send that leg to the back. We lift it up to the ceiling. And we bring it to the front. And to the back. Watch the right waist. And up. Good. And 3. And 4. And 5. Good. And 6. And we bring that leg back to the front. Good. Let's straighten both legs together. And now our double leg lift series. So we want to keep that little gap under the right waist. The legs are squeezed together. You don't want to be going to the back or too much to the front. We want to create some sort of straight line from your head to your toes. Right, and we lift both legs together. So heel to heel. You don't want your heels to slide. You want them to stay together. So the obliques are working very hard. Let's do 3 more. 4. 5. And 6. We keep both legs up. Top leg going up and coming back. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Now we bring that leg, that left leg, we keep the leg up and we bring it slightly higher than the left hip. Now the lower leg goes to the top leg. 2, 3, don't bend the legs, you don't want to move from your knee. 4, 5, 6, and both legs together and we bring the legs down. Great, we still have the other side to do. Okay, let's do this, guys. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I don't know for you, but I do. Okay, so left leg bent, right leg straight. Watch the left waist so the hips are stacked on top of each other. Good, and from there we're going to lift that left leg up and back. That right leg, excuse me, up and down. 3 and down. And 4 and down. 5 and down. And 6 and down. Right, so that right leg is going to be slightly higher than the right hip for the kick. So we bring the leg to the front and we lengthen it to the back. Watch the upper body. Watch the right, the left waist. And we kick to the front and we kick to the back. You don't want to bend your knee here. Leg is very long, lengthening from your hip joint. Good, and we lengthen away. And again to the front. And we lengthen away to the back. Let's do one more both ways. To the front and to the back. And let's bring that leg to the front and start our big circle. So move the leg up to the ceiling, send it to the back and bring it back to the front. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Ooh. And 6. Good, we bring that leg to the front again and now we reverse. We bring the leg to the back. We lift it up to the ceiling and bring it to the front. Great, and 2. Up, up, up. Good, and 3. And up, up, up. And 4. And up, up, up. Good, and 5. Great, and number 6. Final one. Ooh, great. Allez, let's straighten both legs. Heels are staying together. Left waist is not dropping down on the ground. Good, legs are squeezed together and we lift both legs. Good. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Good, let's lift both legs and now the top leg goes up and come back. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. The top leg stays up slightly higher than your right hip and the lower leg goes. A little bit harder for me here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and both legs together and bring the legs down. Woof! Okay, right, we have a few more complicated things coming up. So let's grab our foam rollers again, right? So from here, we're going to start our front support series. So the foam roller is going to be across your mat and you are going to place your ankles on the foam roller. So not directly under the ankles, but slightly higher than the ankles. Okay, so we are on our fours, the feet and knees are hip width apart. The spine is in a neutral position, so we don't want to collapse in between the shoulder blades and we don't want the head to be poorly dropped down like so. We want the head to be in line with the spine and we want the arms to push our upper body away from the ground. The elbows are soft and we are working with these abdominals and those back muscles. Allez, let's get ready. Good, so 3 times we're going to do knee lifts. Good, so from here, abdominals in, we inhale and we lift the knees off the floor. Good, we hold and we bring the knees back down. Good, let's do that again. We lift and we hold. And we bring the knees back down. Allez, 2 more times. We lift and we hold. And we come back for the next one. I am just going to move to the top of my mat. Right. Good, so you will need space here. Okay, and let's do that again. So last knee lift and we're going to extend the leg as well here. So belly button in, we lift the knees up and we extend the legs and we pull the knees to the chest. We round that spine. We bring the knees closer to the arms as much as we can. And we extend the legs away. And we pull. And we extend. And we pull, rounding the spine. And we extend. We have 3 more to do. We pull, 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 pull. And we extend. 2 more, we pull. And and we extend, and one last, we pull and we extend. Perfect. Knees down, keep the foam roller where it is, and let's turn around with your ankles slightly higher than the ankles on the foam roller for back support. Okay, so the hands are slightly away from you and the fingers are rotated out. So we want to push the floor away with the arms, the legs are together. Good, and from here we're going to start with a pelvic curl. So we bring the hip bones to the belly button, we lift the pelvis and we push that pelvis up. Good, and as we come down, we don't let the bum touch the floor. We pull the foam roller to us. I need to adjust my foam roller a bit. Good, and we roll that foam roller away. Pelvis up, and we pull that foam roller to us. And again, we lift. And we pull, belly button in, hip bones to the belly button. We stay away from the ground. And again, we roll. And we pull, 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 pull. And we roll. Long line from your head to your toes. And we pull. And again. And we pull. One last. And we pull. Great. Good. Foam roller away. Last but not least, let's do our rollover. Perfect. So from here, we lie on the floor. Arms are pressed down by the side. I am going to do it with my legs straight. You are very welcome to have your knees to your chest. Good. So you just follow my instruction. Legs down. So all of us bring the legs up straight to the ceiling. So if you have your knees bent to your chest, you just extend the legs up to the ceiling. Yeah, good. Allez, let's do that again. So legs straight up to the ceiling. Press the arms down. Hip bones to the belly button and roll over. Good. So we separate the legs, flex the ankles, and slowly roll down vertebrae after vertebrae. And we bring the legs back and away. Good. Allez, let's do that 2 more times. Good. So hip bones to the belly button. We want to press the lower back down as much as we can. We lift the legs up to the ceiling. And we bring the legs over. Good. Don't let your legs drop over your face. Flex your ankles. Press the arms down, open the legs as wide as your shoulders and roll. Flat spine, vertebrae after vertebrae. Bring the legs together and let's lift them up to the ceiling and let's bring the legs over. Flex the ankles, open the legs as wide as your shoulders and we roll. Flat spine, down, down, and down. Right, people, that's it for our class today. Oof, that was quite something. I hope you enjoyed it and I shall see you next time. Remember that I am always available for any question you have, so hit me, my email, the comments, social media, anything you like. I am looking forward to hearing from you. Great, so have a great time and I'll see you soon.